Quitting social media is easy, actually. Ready to quit social media for good? Tired of being a slave to the scroll? Crazy thing is, if you're addicted to social media, even just mentioning it has got you jonesing for that daily, hourly, even minute-by-minute check to see what's new out there in Appland. Your mind's reeling about what photo you could be missing, what other YouTube video you could be watching. What's the latest news on that event halfway around the world that has zero impact on your life? But for the duration of this video, just stop. Take a deep breath. Fight that ever so insistent urge and stop letting social media run your brain. Now's the time to learn how to become the master of your own mind and beat your social media addiction for good. So how? You've already heard all the other ways to quit social media. Delete the apps. Keep your phone out of your bedroom. Limit yourself to a measly 20 minutes a day or cut it out entirely one day a week. You've tried them all, or at least thought of trying them, but nothing seems to work. Guess you're just condemned to spending the rest of your life scrolling it away, neglecting friends and family, putting off that project due for tomorrow, ignoring what's actually happening around you here and now. I mean, everyone else is doing the same thing. What's so bad about it anyway? Ditch social media and you might as well go and live on the moon, right? Wrong. Quitting social media is easy, actually. And by quitting, I don't mean never using it again. I mean quitting having it control your life. So you can look at it for a few minutes, but then easily put it aside and carry on with the rest of your day. And for a solution, we'll be looking to Australia of all places. Yes, the land down under. But before we get to the how of quitting social media, you first need to understand why you're addicted. You see, social media companies like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and yes, YouTube, know your brain better than you do, and they've hacked it. Everything on their app is designed for one thing and one thing only: to keep your eyeballs glued to their content for as long as humanly possible. Because the longer you're on their apps, the more money they make. They're literally monetizing the most important thing you have: your attention. How do they do it? Yeah, they show you titillating photos, funny memes, or posts by your favorite celeb. But their real trick is making sure the supply never ends, so you never feel satisfied, creating FOMO, or fear of missing out, in you 24/7. There's always one more video, one more photo, one more post. Meanwhile, the longer you're on the app, the more drained and dissatisfied you feel, which means the more you crave the next hit. It's very smart when you think about it. The more time you spend on them, the more you need to spend. A virtuous cycle for the social media companies, a very, very vicious one for you. So, what can you do to wrestle back control of your brain? Nothing. Yeah, I mean it, just do nothing. Let me explain. What happens if you keep on telling yourself that you're not going to eat that last slice of chocolate cake? You keep on imagining it in your mind's eye, which means you want to eat it even more. In other words, the more you fight something, the more control it has over you. Like a finger trap, every time you try to get out of it, the more trapped you become. That's why forcing yourself to stop social media has never worked. So the only way out of your addiction is to do nothing at all. All day, every day, you're running around with some definite purpose in your life. Get up, brush your teeth, go to work or school, finish a project, go shopping, cook dinner. You're a hamster running around endlessly in its wheel, feeling like you're getting somewhere but really getting nowhere. Stuck in your head, missing out on what's really going on. And social media plugs into this type of blind, purposeful activity perfectly. Feeling like somewhere over the rainbow you'll have reached the end of your feed and can finally relax. But of course, you never can. Even the things they tell us to do to relax and clear out our minds, like meditate or do yoga, end up becoming just another purposeful activity with some imagined goal in mind, locking us even deeper into the matrix. So, if you're going to quit your social media addiction, you need some way to get out of this mind space. Some way to stop doing things for some purpose, to just do something for its own sake. Luckily, we can look to other cultures to help us out. Cultures that haven't been absorbed into this endlessly goal-oriented frame of mind. that know how to experience life in an immediate, whole, fulfilling way. In Australian Aboriginal culture, there's something called walkabout. This refers to Aboriginal people's predisposition to just wander aimlessly. Not to go anywhere, not to achieve anything, just to wander. In other words, to just take a walk. Simple as that. Not to get your steps up, not to go and buy some milk. Leave your phone and your thoughts behind. Just walk for about 15-20 minutes, for no other purpose than walking. This will clear your mind and free you of your compulsive feelings to constantly check your social media. Really? Can't be that easy, surely. When you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. For thousands of years, humans lived in small camps or villages, and those were some dangerous times. If you wanted to avoid getting eaten by a saber-toothed tiger or bitten by a venomous snake, you had to constantly keep up to date on what was going on in the camp. And how would you do that? By walking around and checking what was happening. Nowadays, the virtual world of social media has become the global village. That's why your brain forces you to constantly be looking for the next thing that's been posted. It wants to know that everything is okay. Unfortunately, the updates never end, and so your mind can never turn off. This is why you need to get outside. Force your brain to realize that the real world is the real world. When you're walking around, paying attention to what's going on, saying hello or smiling to passersby, your brain will get the message that all is well in your little camp, or rather the neighborhood you live in. It'll relax. The pressure and compulsive tendencies will subside. And when you're back home, you won't feel that powerful urge to check your social media. So there you have it. Quitting social media is really that easy. Try it out for a few days and let us know your results in the comments. We'd love to hear how you get on. And we'd love to know what topic you'd like us to do for the next video. In the meantime, hit the like button and subscribe for more piece of cake ways to be in control of your life.